Hey everyone, this is Lisa from TRW, and in this video I am going to be customizing this cute wine bag using Siser's new Blackboard HTV. It's a fun material that you can use for a variety of different projects, and it's a great way to customize your items with that little handwritten touch, and then you can customize it over and over again. Alright, so I have my Blackboard HTV here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on my CAMEO, and I had this loaded from earlier. Let me go ahead and unload it and show you which side to cut on. So I'll admit, I even was a little bit confused with this. So we have this side here and this side here. Now this side is a little bit lighter, it's like a gray, so you can see this comparison here, and it is slightly shinier. So this is your carrier sheet. For me, I couldn't figure out which one was which, so I just did a test cut on both sides, and the side that I couldn't peel anything up on was my vinyl side. So we're going to go ahead and load this in. And one thing that I'm going to do right away is I did my test cut here. So I'm going to go over to this little arrow. This gives me my little directional arrows. I'm just going to move my machine over just a little bit so it'll start cutting there. Now I have my design all set up. I'm just doing a really basic wine glass design. It's only going to be about 3.5 inches wide. Super easy. It's actually going to be 2.5 inches wide. Super easy. I have my design all set up, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut. Now what I've done for this is I am using the same cut settings I'm using for Easy Weed. Now, of course, when you do this, you want to do your test cuts. You want to make sure you have the right cut for you. But I will link in the description below my video on how to do a test cut with Siser Easy Weed. And I'll also link to our cutter specs guide for you so you can get a good place to get started. So let's go ahead, select it, and I'm going to send it over. Okay, so my cut is done. Let's go ahead and unload my material. Now, I didn't do a weeding box around here, which I know is very strange for me, guys. But I'm going to go ahead and cut a box around here so I'm not wasting more material than I need to. I'll just move that to the side. And now let's go ahead and weed this out. Because this is a really simple silhouette shape, I'm just going to peel from the outside and it won't be difficult at all. So you can see I'm just going to peel this up. And you'll notice one of the reasons why my carrier looks so weird is it does have this like frosted looking carrier as well. So we're just going to weed this off, have this all set. Now this one is almost like, it feels the thickness like you would normal Easy Weed, but it kind of gives and stretches very similarly like how we do for our stretch. So just be careful when you're weeding it. All right. So we have our Blackboard HTV set. I'm going to go ahead and get my heat press ready, and then we're going to put this on the bag. All right, so I am going to be pressing on my pink craft press. So you guys know this is probably one of my favorite presses. It's 9x12. It's really portable. It's a great starter press. And for a situation like this where I'm in a small room, this is also a good option because it won't heat the room as much as your larger presses. So we're going to be putting it on this little wine bag. Super cute. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang this over the edge. Now this wine bag I think I got from Alpha Broder. It wasn't too expensive, so I bought a whole bunch at one time because it's great for holidays, hosting events, or last minute gifts, which this actually is going to be one. So I have my little wine glass that I have cut out. We're going to place this right in the middle there. Now, ideally, you want to use a pressing pillow for this. I'm not going to use one for tonight, so I'm just going to kind of take this, bring this over, and I'm going to have these edges hang off. That way we don't have as much pressure coming up there. So my heat press is set to 275 degrees. So a little bit different than our typical Easy Weed application, but because we're using the Blackboard, that's kind of the difference with it as well. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have about light to medium pressure. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And like most application with our HTV, we're going to let this go for 15 seconds. All right, so let's go ahead and lift this up. Let's check this out. We can go ahead and lift off our carrier. So the Blackboard HTV can be a hot or cold peel, so no big deal either way. But look at that nice black on there, nice matte finish that we have going on. I think it looks really good, and it's a great gift to do. So what I'll do is I'll put the type of wine right here, maybe a little bit of message, and then we're all set to go. Okay guys, so that is my finished bag. I went ahead and wrote happy birthday on my little wine bag. Now the cool thing about this HTV is that you can put as many different messages as you would like. So for this personally, I would love to make a whole bunch of these, and then when I go to a party, kind of write what type of wine I'm bringing. So a really fun idea. I really enjoy it. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more uploads. And I will have the information for Siser Blackboard HTV in the description. You can get it at our website at therhinestoneworld.com.